Halloween, and that means it's time for another one of our world-famous movie commentaries. This time, honestly, can you stop the fucking background noise?
Sorry. I didn't. Wait, you're recording?
Yes.
Oh, this
Jesus.
is
Sorry, guys. This is Jeff Hornacek, along with me. What'd I just say? Honestly, what'd I just say? Plus, we're gonna get sued because that's the music from the movie. We are doing our movie commentary on the original Saw from 2004 because it is Halloween. I'm your host, Jeff Hornacek. Along with me is our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli.
Ronnie, do you guys want to play a game? He's never done that laugh.
He doesn't do the laugh. I'm sorry. Guys, if you're listening at home, we're going to dive right into it. Cue up Saw, the original, 2004. Great fucking film. We're paused at the 10-second mark where the Lionsgate Films logo is set. And we are going to play a game in 3, 2, 1, go. And if you're asking at home where the rest of the pod is, they're too big of pussies and couldn't do this.
Like, literally, though, they are scared of scary movies. I've tried so hard to get Banner to watch scary movies, and he won't do it.
We don't know what his fucking deal is. The only scary movie he likes is Ernest Saves Halloween.
Okay, in his defense, it's pretty messed up.
No, it's a pretty good one. It actually is pretty dark. When I was a kid and I saw that, I got really fucking scared. Alright, so this movie, I don't know if you guys, if anyone listening at home saw it in theaters, but my theater experience was enthralling, to say the least. One of the best twists in any film ever.
Hands down.
Hands down.
No one saw this coming.
Literally a moment in theaters where people were like, what the fuck just happened? People started freaking out, choking each other.
The problem was, with the rest of the Saw franchise, I think Saw 2 held up great on its own, but the thing is, we were looking for the twists in Saw 2 and 3 and so on. This one, we had no idea what this was. The low budget, it was fantastic, and it started its franchise that's still going on today with the release this month.
If any of you have ever paid top dollar for a hooker, we're used to waking up in the bathroom asking, all right, where's the key? Where is it? Gasping and coughing, as my subtitles say, is pretty spot on as well.
That's the sound you want to hear. If you're watching this, I hope you did the same.
Yeah. Unless you're just drinking straight liquor.
I mean, can we just talk about how, the idea of waking up somewhere where you don't know where you are, how creepy that is.
It's creepy as fuck, no doubt. Lee Wanell is obviously the co-director with James Wan. I used to think it was a little vain to cast yourself in your own movie, but when you go back and rewatch this, you're like, no, dude, this guy's Adam.
As you wish. What he didn't know was Saw was telling him he loved him every time he said that.
That's all he wanted. I remember the first time watching this is such a great open to a movie because you're like, dude, I'm in it with you. I don't know what the fuck's going on. We've all woken up in a truck stop bathroom with really bad LED lights.
Wait, what?
I mean, what? Have you never been on spring break?
I mean, yeah, but I don't know what you were doing.
Neither do I. I think that's the problem. Another thing, and this is, I'm a fucked up human, but you think about it, you're like, if you wanted to find a place like this to stash two people, how hard do you think it would be? Probably not that hard.
No.
Right?
No way.
These places exist everywhere.
I mean, I remember back in high school, we used to go find these type of places everywhere. We used to go drive around, look for abandoned warehouses, abandoned homes. No one's there. No one's looking for you.
The weird aesthetic here, let me paint a weird word picture as we see some dead person in the middle of the room. And again, just a great entrance to this movie, as you have no fucking idea what's going on. But the way this bathroom's set up is a person could be taking a shit in the middle of the room while another person is bathing themselves. That's a bit of you better be good friends.
It's a first class 1%er bathroom. We're not used to this. We're very blue collar around here.
Who would be more uncomfortable, the guy bathing or the guy taking the shit watching the guy bathe?
I am not an open door shitter. I can't do it.
I can't either. I don't understand how people do it. I get the stage fright when I just try and piss. Another thing, too, and we'll talk about this throughout the movie, but, Ronnie, when you saw this the first time, because this is the thing I love about these films, you watch it and you're like, all right, if I'm one of these dudes, if I'm Dr. Gordon or Adam chained up, how would I try to get out? And one thing in all its simplicity that the first Saw does is there's really not many things you can say, like, you could have just done this and escaped.
No. There's no easy option here. You can yell, don't run upstairs, don't get in the shower right now, don't answer the phone. Where's your option here?
There's
you can't
no
rip
option.
your foot off.
No.
You're literally in this scenario. You're kidnapped. You're stuck there, and you're at the mercy of whoever did this to you.
And even if you got your chain off, you're not fucking getting out.
Yeah,
of
where are
this
you going?
room.
Where are you going? You don't know where you are.
Yeah, now if you need to take a bath or take a shit, problem solved. But
I mean, couldn't have the kidnappers at least clean this place up a little? Like, where's your hygiene?
you know you're having guests over, so to
No.
put on this kind of
Be
display,
kind.
I don't even see a cheese plate anywhere in this room.
You know, it's just.
It's a little embarrassing.
You know, do you think he? I don't know. I feel like I don't know how I'd react in this situation. Obviously, I haven't been in this situation with my foot tied in chains in a bathroom, but I don't think I'd be as calm as they are. I'd be yelling and freaking out the entire time. Even if someone told me to stop, I think I'd keep going.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic, and if you haven't seen the movie before, sorry, we're going to obviously spoil it. I hope you have, and I hope you're just drunk watching it with us. But Adam obviously immediately recognizes Dr. Gordon. Dr. Gordon has no fucking idea who Adam is. So it's like this weird sort of cat and mouse that they're playing, which I think sets up the rest of the movie really well.
What's his motivation? I don't think we ever talked about that. What's Adam's motivation for not saying, hey, I actually know you? What is he scared of?
It can't
right
be
now?
like client privacy, right? I mean, he's probably taking photos of like senators shitting on prostitutes' faces. So.
If this was me and I've been taking photos of someone, and all of a sudden I showed up tied up in that room, I'd be like, hey, by the way, I was paid by someone to take photos of you. Maybe that's what happened.
And you have to immediately think I'm here for some relation. Like, it's just too coincidental.
That's not a thing. 100%.
And also, I'd be like, "Are you the guy from Princess Bride?" And
I'm a big fan. Great movie.
Oh my
God,
it's incredible.
Movie. If you haven't seen that, then you need to go watch that. Stop this movie right now and go watch Princess Bride.
And then I'd be like, "Did you get to bang Robin Wright on set?" He'd be
man.
like, "Of course, I ran through every piece of ass on that movie." And I'd be like, "Why does your impression?"
Wait, even Andre the Giant?
Of course,
Damn.
Especially Andre the Giant. He was giving up left and right. The inconceivable guy was the toughest to get with, but eventually he laid him. And then the creepiness of the new clock, where you're like, well, not even my work break room has a clock that nice, Adam.
That is at least the clock is clean. You know, that's nice.
We see where the budget went for this kidnapping room.
Yeah, even if you open it, what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, are we going to leave?
Oh, sweet.
One thing.
Oh, there's an attendant outside.
Oh, hey guys, can I get you some?
You're stuck in here.
Hand sanitizer or a mint?
And again, why? You know, like. I don't know. Just at that point, in my opinion, I would do whatever it takes to be on the same team with whoever's kidnapped with me.
Yeah, I don't understand like why people inherently are just. I mean, we're shitty. People are shitty. Let's just be honest. That's why. And these people especially are shitty. But like their inherent goal when your life is against in a life or death situation is this guy next to me is trying to fuck me over. So let's just not trust.
You're both in the same situation here.
What if his is just like a red starburst? I preferred you.
I wanted pink.
Well, this is bullshit.
This is the worst kind of torture. I never wanted red starburst. Yeah, I would love that. Like, oh, my key works on this. Cool, I'm gone.
Wouldn't that have been like a total slap in the face to Adam? Yeah, I just literally put the other guy's key. If you're going to put his key in his fucking pocket, why even chain him up?
Why even kidnap him at that point? Here's your key.
I realized, John Kramer's like, I realized after the fact, we probably gave him too many advantages.
He's in front of the judge. He's like, look, Your Honor, I didn't actually kidnap him. The key was in his pocket the whole time.
The judge is like, I'm not here to condemn you for the kidnapping. I'm just going to say, like, you really played favorites in there, John, and I just think that needs to be recognized. Parents say they don't love any of their kids more, but like you clearly showed that mantra is completely false. The bruise on his face, you're like, did your wife hit you? He's like, no, I fell down the stairs.
I ran into a doorknob, It
had nothing to do with me folding the towels wrong, so can we stop asking about that? Plus, I never know when she's listening.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you're gonna totally reach that. Like, I mean, I do appreciate the kidnapper here. He's like, you know what? I want you guys to work for this. I want you guys to be creative. How are you going to get the tape recorder? Work for it. What if he just kidnapped two just non-creative guys? It's not even fun.
Yeah,
for
what
the
if he
kidnapper
kidnapped
anymore.
just two company men who did not think outside the box? What
They
would
just sit there the entire
What
time.
would
Like, this isn't fun.
Oh, this is boring.
He just gets up. He's like, you know what, guys? I apologize. This isn't gonna work out for anyone.
And again, major spoiler: if you haven't seen this movie and you're listening to this commentary,
Stop.
you're fucked up. But we love you. Keep listening to Broforce Squad.
I actually don't like you.
But what if the guy in the middle of the room is like, they can't reach the tape recorder, so he clearly like extends his arm a little bit.
Did he just move?
He's like,
I
"No."
think he just.
But he's got to be like the deadest of the dead, right? No, but I swear he just like reached out further.
He
to
just
me.
sneezed. He just. Sneezed.
What if he farted? Our subtitles are fucking way off here.
There you go. That's a hell of a throw. I'm
That's
gonna be
just
honest.
teamwork,
That's
guys.
just like Heisman.
Heisman, though? I don't know.
I mean, that was a
What is their schedule like for Adam to even get the vote?
No, he started off easy. He got a little, warm up games, but he went on the road. He's on the road right now. What a throw in the clutch, under pressure. Oh, his voice.
I mean, Tobin Bell, who plays Jigsaw, is just fucking incredible. Adam's listening to this like, what in the fucking fuck?
I wish there was like a blooper tape. Adam. Oh, sorry. Oh, man, I can't believe I coughed there.
This is what I, like, the first time I saw it, I was like, dude, if I heard a tape and this guy had like, I'd be too scared to even try and live. I'd just be like, kill me now, dude. I'm not going to
No,
fucking...
you win. You win. I don't care enough. I have a lot of student debt I don't want to pay. Like,
yeah, there's
just
like,
go ahead and kill me.
There's better ways out of this than fucking...
What a piss poor cat. That's why he's a quarterback and not a receiver.
I'm with Dr. Gordon here, though, dude. Like, literally, kickoff just happened. We're already going to be fucking turning on each other. Anytime someone gives you, like, a deadline, too, it always...
Like, yeah, I'm actually a guy who works under pressure when I would write papers. Like, oh, you give me the deadline. I'm not going to work on it until about an hour before it's due. Like, then I'm going to get
100%.
serious about it.
Again, the clock. I mean, I would have
A lot
gone...
of references.
I would have gone digital, personally, but...
There's like a grandfather clock in there. Like, wow, this guy really...
How funny would it be if he's like, honestly, I don't know who Allison and Diana are. I legitimately think you have the wrong Dr. Gordon.
This is awkward. I am a dentist.
Yeah, I'm an orthodontist. I have no idea who Allison and Diana are.
He gets up in the middle. I am so sorry. Egg on my face.
You know what? This is unprofessional of me. I expect better for myself.
Yeah, what kind of background check does Jigsaw do in this situation?
I mean, he can't have much time to put this together, right? Good catch there. Like, what if he just drops it? Game's over. Another thing you got to ask, too, so if this happened in 2017, what would they have, like, iPod Touches? Because you can't trust the technology of a tape recorder.
What is he, like, Snapchatting in there? He's
Watch
like Jigsaw Snapchatting every 8 seconds. You have to restart.
Jigsaw's like, also subscribe to me on YouTube, buy my mixtape. He's like, what? Seems like an odd time to promote your... I mean, I'll check it out for sure, but... Seems like a weird way.
Jigsaw's totally type of douche who would have a podcast or something.
What kind of douchebag would have a podcast?
That's so stupid. Ask people to listen to it.
It's honestly disgusting self-promotion. Let's go to broforsquad.com and just let's wrap it up.
Yeah, like, man, I hate people who do that. Broforsquad.com.
Pisses me off.
God. On Twitter and Facebook, too.
I've always wondered this. Who drew the heart out of shit on the toilet? Do you think that was there prior to this? Was it Amanda? Was it Hoffman? Was it Jigsaw?
I'm pretty sure it was Amanda. I think they show it, actually.
Really?
At the very end.
And she draws it with shit?
It's either at the... No, it's in the second one.
That sounds right. Well, which one they flash back with Hoffman and her setting this up?
3 and 4, right? Well, Hoffman's later. Shit, they 100%
But
show
Hoffman's a part of this night when they
Amanda.
show it later.
Amanda doing it, but the twist is Amanda in the second one. We don't know that Amanda's bad yet.
Correct.
Yeah,
don't know
and
that
if you
Amanda set
haven't
this up.
listened, I'm sorry. I mean, if you haven't watched the second one, then again, that's on you. It's been 12 years.
Yeah, what's the statute of limitations on spoilers? Yeah,
What? The Witch from the West dies? Oh man, I've never seen it. I was like, it's been 50 years since Wizard of Oz.
Rosebud is the sled?
Oh my god.
The fuck?
We'll take all your negative reviews for revealing that one.
What if there's like a bag of Funyuns? He's like, it doesn't help us, but I'm also not mad.
Yeah, this is gonna work. This rusty saw on this chain.
If anything, we're just gonna get tetanus, and now we have a whole new set of fucking problems.
Yeah, what a douche. I've got a saw over here.
Come on, Adam.
Yeah, and terrible throw there.
Although, if I'm Gordon, I wouldn't try and... That's smart to not try and catch a hacksaw being thrown at you. And I think just as is human nature, like, the second you start sawing, you realize this isn't going to work. Like, Adam's breaks.
Yeah, it didn't look like a strong... That's just convenient.
This is a thing that's pretty hotly contested on the internet, too. Is there any way that a hacksaw could ever cut through a metal chain?
No.
Probably not, right?
No way. And you know what I appreciate about Jigsaw? He tests his products before he puts them out on the market. You know he sat there for a couple hours.
If you were to camp out inside a Home Depot in the saw aisle, you could have picked out Jigsaw probably a few weeks before he had put this together. Like, this guy's doing some weird shit.
This guy cares. You know, he's A+ rated on the Better Business Bureau. He takes pride in what he does. He's not going to half-ass this.
See, Gordon, and again, this is in makeup. They didn't have much budget for this, so I'm not at all shitting on the directors because I fucking love this movie. But he already looks like he's losing blood. He already looks really pale.
He is pale.
Is that bruise just from like him getting abducted?
I think so. I don't remember seeing the bruise, and maybe it has been a while since I've seen this movie.
He gets abducted in a parking garage, like attacked.
Yeah, when he gets kidnapped.
Yeah. Carrie Russell's not this cop, right? No, she's in like Insidious. I totally forgot Danny Glover was in this.
After he led the angels into the pennant and became a cop. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose in the wild card round, you need a change of career, and what better way than homicide detective? If you're still with us, we hope you are. This is probably one of the more graphic commentaries we've ever done.
Fuck, shit, bitch,
cock, balls. Well, yeah, all those
you don't have to celebrate
are a big part of it. But again, I think this is a common misconception. I think this is why you and I wanted to do a commentary on this instead of a review. Number one, it's Halloween. Get your fucking candy out because the kids are coming. And only reward the good costumes. If someone has a bed sheet on, don't give them shit. We don't want to encourage that behavior.
But tell them to stay out of Charlottesville.
That as well, yes. Or, I mean, go there depending on how the war is going. No, but this movie, so, like, the common conception is, like, if you tell your girlfriend or your friend, like, hey, have you seen the movie Saw? They're like, oh, it's just torture porn. And yes, on the surface it is, but I think what drew Cycly and I to this franchise and why we kept coming back every year was there is such a great story behind it. And it gets such a bad, I don't want to say bad rap, but I feel like a lot of people misconceive it as it's just about the torture. And yes, and it gets really gratuitous in the later films. But the story at the end of the day is what makes it so awesome to me. Like, I could care less about the cool traps.
Oh, I agree. And I think it's horrible, but I'm not taking Jigsaw's side here. They can't act like he doesn't have a decent point sometimes. And, there's some poetic justice to some of these people. Not all of these people deserve what happened to them, but you kind of respect Jigsaw in a way.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm not saying, he's doing something good, but he's doing it to bad people. It's almost like you root for Dexter.
Yeah.
What?
To that point, I don't need the chick cop saying, well, he's not really a murderer. Like, okay, of all people, you can't fucking take that stance. Yeah, like the traps, especially in the later films, like it was a gimmick to get people in the theater.
Yeah.
But I think you and we saw these on Halloween. I think literally all 7 of them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go see Jigsaw when it comes out. So check out our review Halloween night. But we saw them all on Halloween, and we didn't go in the theater because of the cool new trap. We went because the story was compelling, and there was always an awesome twist.
The twists were incredible, but the story was phenomenal. And you have to give credit. There was originality, creative. There was creative ideas to
100%.
these traps. But I did not go because I love torture porn. There's a reason there were 7 of these and only 2 hostels.
It's a great point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can go watch a torture porn movie. This actually had story to it. That actually had depth to it. And again, in terms of original storytelling, the first one and even the second one, in my opinion, in terms of a horror movie, there's not a lot better.
Yeah, and I mean, even the ones that suck, like I thought the third one at the time was really bad. And then you go see the fourth one, you're like, oh wow, you fixed that. It's like when your middle child is like a fuck up, but then you have a younger child and he's like good at sports.
Yeah,
it
totally,
fixes everything.
Totally my situation. I was so good at sports. My sister, my older sister, what a fuck up. I mean, wow.
None of them had football scholarships to USC.
She played the piano and got a full piano scholarship. What a joke.
Yeah, what a failure.
My parents were so
life.
disappointed.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God you came along, man.
Sports.
Really, really glad. Another thing too, and I know they only have this is a short movie, one of the shorter ones we've done a commentary on, but Danny Glover's character after Singh dies, man, he really goes off the deep end.
He loses it.
And this Asian chick, how bad does she want the Dr. Gordon D right now? And around
can't blame
her.
her. She's like licking her lips right now. Hello, Zepp.
He's in Saw and Blue Bloods, 2 shows I don't really give a fuck about. So
who's Zepp?
Yeah.
Most Ben Linus in Lost.
Mm-hmm.
All you Losters out there.
Gordon's like, you're kind of cock blocking me right now, so
Man,
go mop the floors.
I mean, I thought you were exaggerating, but that Asian broad really does. Oh, look at that. Man, she is oogling the shit out of him. Fuck, I wish any girl ever looked at. I would take anyone to look at me like that.
By the way, Danny Glover, dude, if you don't have a tie on, fucking unbutton that top one. What are you, like a reverend? Relax, dude. He's trying to strangle himself. Another thing, too, Dr. Gordon has like 13 degrees up in his office.
It's like, dude, it's a community college. We get it. Cool.
I hope one of those is one of those like 8th grade perfect attendance.
High school diploma.
They're like, first off, I don't believe that you made it to every day of school in 8th grade. Second off, fucking nerd.
Cub Scouts. I think it's like almost good cop, bad cop routine.
Yeah, this is like a cool cop, bad cop, right? So Singh is like, yeah, I'm going to put my... He acts like he's getting a blowjob. He just puts his hands behind his head. And then Danny Glover's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm going to try and stare in your eyes, but also never avert my gaze constantly.
Oh, yeah. Here you go. Look at that. Your pen right there. Game over. Did you ever think throughout the series that he potentially was Jigsaw, or he was working with Jigsaw?
Yeah, definitely. And then, spoiler, you find out he was, which was... By the time the 7th one came out, I think we needed... I don't know, man. It's tough because they didn't bring Dr. Gordon up in the previous 6 movies, so it makes it pretty difficult for us to like continue to keep that theory alive. Like, dude, if that was the case, we would have seen him by now. Luckily, they made it work out.
You know, like, it'd be tough. I understand he, like, having an affair, so that was his alibi. But, like, dude, I mean, you're the one having an affair. Like, you want to go to jail? Like, he's, like, acting like he doesn't want to give his alibi. Like, dude, come on. Do the cops automatically go to his wife and say, hey, by the way?
Look, if being horny is illegal, then, you know...
I don't think the cops take that
be pretty
seriously.
crowded.
Like, we're going to tell your wife.
Also, the scene where they're like, how'd your pen light end up there? I'd be like, dude, it's a fucking... Like, look, that's why dentist's office put the chain on the pen. Because people take that shit.
It's not hard. It's not hard to do.
People fucking take that
I know the
shit.
times I've committed murder, I've taken things from other people and planted them. And I haven't been caught once.
You're not doing yourself justice, if in pun intended, if you don't take someone's pen.
I mean, I planted so much shit on OJ, but he somehow got out of it. I don't know how that happened.
I just don't see any evidence against OJ. We've had this discussion multiple times on the pod, Ronnie. And as our legal counsel, I expect better from you.
I'll
the glove didn't fit his hand. If you're going to murder someone, you're going to wait.
I ordered the wrong size.
You're going to put on a glove that fits you perfectly. You're not just going to put on an uncomfortable glove to go stab someone.
When I commit murder, I make sure it fits me.
Exactly.
like, no, I'm going to put extra small on. It's perfect defense. All right, Amanda here.
I got to say, man, Amanda's trap, Jesus. First off, what do we call this? The reverse bear trap? Is that what Jigsaw calls it? Insane.
Wasn't she okay? There's again back to my point earlier. Jigsaw, some people deserve some stuff. But isn't she just a druggie? Right? Am I forgetting?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if this is the case, we could just kill like the whole Denver Nuggets.
I'm just saying, like,
I'm sorry, the Pacific Division. Just killed enough. I love how it's still on Channel 3 because that's a continuity error. Everyone knows Channel 3 is where you get the video input.
Yeah, my God. That mask, man, like that was one of the first things I remember about this trailer before this movie came out.
Yeah, this puppet will never not freak me out. I almost don't like how they tried to make it like they tried to like tie it in later to like his emotional through line. Like just make it some sick fuck who knows people think dolls are creepy as shit, so that's why he sends one in.
Especially when it's on the bike. Like, first of all, good for that doll for being fit and riding a bike.
I mean, look, he's doing more physical activity than a lot of people out there.
Less drugs than, Lance Armstrong.
We don't know that. Have you had a piss sample from the doll? If you have, I have a series of other questions.
You know what? I have.
How'd you get it? Why?
That's not...
How did you?
It's not for you to know. Yeah, and I love how he has a boat. That's nice. I like how nice he's dressed.
Look, he's here to murder, but then also it's his cousin's bat mitzvah. He's not going to look like a schlub. This one's tough, dude. Like, and this is again
this is an unfair one.
Avert your eyes and maybe just listen to the Broforce Squad right now. We'll walk you through it because this is not a pretty scene to get through. What she's about to do.
I do not think there are some traps I've thought to myself that maybe I could do. I don't think under pressure with 1 minute I can do this one.
Zero chance. I couldn't cut somebody open, dude. There's no way.
And that's the thing. Like, even if you do cut someone open, you know how. I mean, to find a key in there, like, it's just... I'd be freaking out. It'd be too much pressure.
And at least, I mean, this is a small caveat to make, but, like, at least the bear trap of all his traps is one that will just kill you right away. It's not like you have to sit through a season of Roseanne while you bleed out, which is probably the only way to add insult to injury in that situation.
This is a lot easier to go.
It's like it's not even
It's
funny.
Like taking so long too. I'm like, if you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not, don't. Just like take your sweet ass time. Like, what are you worried about at this point?
I can't remember this guy's name, but he is one of the producers of this movie. This dude who's laying here with it, and she actually murdered him on set. Because they wanted it to be realistic. Okay, I made up one of those two facts. Guess which one it was.
Okay, it's Daniel Day-Lewis. He's a method actor. He does murder people.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I'm doing it.
Daniel Day-Lewis, like, I like this role where I don't talk, I just get stabbed to death. And I hope I win an Oscar. Posthumously. What if she was there, they were just charging her with murder? Like, well,
As they should.
I feel a bit deceived.
Now, why are they getting his advice? I mean, in all honesty, I mean, obviously it's for the plot. But... they don't need hey, we're going to have you come answer questions. Oh, you didn't do it? Can you, like, listen to this woman's story?
Didn't his lawyer say, like, yeah, I would listen to him? Ronnie, as our legal counsel, what lawyer would advise you to sit through this? No. This seems like psychological torture.
It is.
And if your client is guilty at all, which I know you'll never assume, but, like, this will make him break.
Exactly. This is torture.
They call her Mandy? I mean, our subtitles are a little off, but...
I didn't notice that. And this is... See, dude, if I survive this moment would be even worse for me. Like, fuck, get me out of there. A little doll on a bike? No. No, thank you. I would have regretted saving my life.
Especially if you're fat and the doll's like showing you up like I'm in shape. Like we get it, dude.
We get it. You're on a bike. You're environmental. Good for you.
The dog's like, I also adopted a dog. You're like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, how long you do CrossFit and you adopted a pet. We understand. Danny Glover's like, I used to manage the Angels. She's like, what relevance does that have to this? No, I just didn't know if you recognized
There's an angel with you right now.
She's like, I doubt that. I'm a crack whore who barely survived Jigsaw. Like, I need to get my life together. I'm on the right track.
Did she ever do anything else? I don't find her... I mean, I obviously recognize her from the Saw movies, but I mean...
I've seen her... Oh, man, there's some sitcom I saw her on. I can't remember. I cannot remember what it was. But it was weird because she was like being... There was like levity in what she was doing. What's her name? I actually can't remember.
In real life?
Yeah.
I literally couldn't tell you.
I read some weird... it was some article about this, but basically the reason that she got this part originally was because one of the directors, I think it was James Wan, was basically like obsessed with her in a weird way. He had like a crush on her.
Sexually?
Probably, yeah. James Wan, of course, is directing Aquaman now. He did the 7th Fast and the Furious, so you can see how a film like this has really gone on to propel his career.
I like how they're just like, like hanging out, you tired, what can you do?
I was going to say, I think the framing device in this is really cool, like how we go from the bathroom back to...
It's a two-way mirror.
It is. I love how Gordon is equating being in this room to fighting disease. Like, listen, man, I just stuck my hand in a toilet full of shit, so the analogies can kind of go out the window at this point.
That's a lot of waste. I mean, who's gonna pay for that?
I'm sure Jigsaw insures all of this.
He has it. Yeah, he better have good renter's insurance. I remember the first time I saw this. Again, having no idea what really happened. Like, thinking, like, who the fuck is this guy?
When Zepp shows up, it really just throws this whole fucking movie for a loop. We're going to go halvesies on this somehow. If you're listening at home, we're down to our last beer.
So please, someone send us some. We're desperate.
Some
765
887 1727.
Is that a phone number or?
Yeah.
Oh
no! Fax it to us.
Oh yeah, please fax us a beer.
Fax us a beer or 6. Let's say I put you as a third person in this room and you walk in, you would trust Gordon more than Adam, right? Like I just.
What are you saying? Because he's white?
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel like because he has a collared shirt on at least, he looks presentable.
But it's a blue collar, so like now.
Oh shit! Well, I'm a white collar guy. Now all of a sudden we have some problems.
I mean, okay, so tell me your reasoning. Joking aside, what's your reasoning?
I think because in the beginning, Gordon shows a proclivity to work together. Mm-hmm. Adam, to me, it's a huge red flag if just inherently we're in this crazy situation we would never be in, and your initial instinct is like, I'm not going to help you. Like, it's just like a weird.
Yeah, I agree.
Way to
in
act.
This scenario, it does make sense.
But now we obviously learned they're. The weird thing is, of the two of them, Gordon has more to hide than Adam. Like, honestly, if I'm Adam, I would be like, literally, why the fuck am I here?
He's so paranoid in the fact that he was taking pictures of him. But, dude, you were paid to do it. You're both tied up. Get over that. It will be really quickly. If you and I were tied up in a room and you're like, hey, bro, I've been following you around. I was paid to. Nothing personal.
Can we talk about motives here? Because this is where it's fucked up. This is why men are pigs. Okay, so Adam is in the room because he's taking pictures of Gordon, right? Oh, I'm sorry, that's my job. Okay, maybe it's a weird job and not.
Fuck this scene, by the way.
Yeah, this scene scared the shit out of me in theaters. I honestly.
By the way, if kids ever, sorry to digress really quickly, but I will always say, if I ever have a kid and the kid comes into my room and like, Daddy, there's a murder in my room, I'm like, let's get the fuck out of this house.
Yeah, dude, kids lie about shit like I
didn't wet the bed.
I can be a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but if they say there's a person in their room, if you're at home,
nope, I'm out.
Yeah.
I will push my kid out of the way. I'm out of the house first.
Yeah, I'm leading the way at that point. And look how creepy she walks, too.
Yeah.
God damn it. Just so fucking... Dude, the scene coming up, we'll talk about it when it happens. One of the scariest scenes I've ever seen in a movie.
I don't also think I'm brave enough to, go back to sleep after something like that.
No, I don't think I am.
Look at the kids standing there. My God, kids are freaky, guys. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
if you have kids, good for you guys. You're stronger than I am.
They're the freakiest, dude. Anyway, the point I was making in the beginning, because so Adam is here because he took pictures of Gordon. Gordon is here because he was a doctor who basically didn't give John Kramer as a patient a chance to live, and is cheating on his wife. Do those at all seem equivalent to you? Reasons to lock some... And not only on top of that,
it's not personal, dude.
Gordon's job is to kill Adam. So, literally, what's Adam's goal? Don't get shot? He gets really fucked over.
He has no plan here.
He gets really,
He got paid to do something.
He gets really fucked over. I think, you know what it comes down to? I think Adam is probably like someone who had trolled John Kramer on the internet. He's like, Jigsaw is a pussy on the message boards.
Yeah. Who trolls on YouTube or something like that?
I can't even conceptualize.
That's so rude. Don't troll people. Just tell people how great we are.
Also, what was the budget on this bitch's teddy bears?
That's actually where most of the money went in this movie. You see Jigsaw in the middle of them,
just laying there. Hey. Hello, Dr. Gordon. I like the teddies. Great selection. This bitch is not ticklish at all. And I really... Look, shut up. I've called a 5-year-old a bitch twice. I didn't mean it like that.
Also a lot older than for this. Who still does the piggy went to market routine on an 8-year-old?
Do you think that the pager right here, is this a booty call or does this actually work?
I think it's a booty call. Or a little bit of both. Am I right?
Hi-oh. I hope we get the point in my life where, when my wife wants to bang, I'm, so good at it that I'm like, duty calls. You know?
You're going to have a pager just for sex?
Basically. She's like, why did you buy a pager? It's not 19.
By the way, it's at you can buy that on our website today.
Yeah, broforsquad.com. We're selling
/pagers.
/pagers. We're also selling the VHS rewinders. Not the you can rewind in your VCR, or you can just use the rewinder machine. Where you
it was clutch, man. When we would go to Blockbuster, it took 5 seconds in one of those machines. You will want this. Your wife will want it. Your husband will want it.
It probably fucks up the tape long term, but I don't know.
Well, that's what's great about VHSs. They will stand the test of time.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Not DVDs, but VHSs.
No. What's that?
If I were you right now, I'd go invest in VHSs.
They're coming back.
Sell the internet, buy VHSs.
The 80s and the 90s are coming back.
Yeah.
You see it in fashion.
100%.
Here we go.
We've all been here. Monica Potter, she was in some movies as a kid. I'm not really too familiar with it, but I'm glad that she made an appearance here.
How can you pretend you're happy?
It's complete bullshit.
Who gets that much pleasure out of working? You're gotta be there with your daughter. And he's proud of his daughter. Look at my pictures of my daughter. You didn't even know what she looks like.
I wish Adam found a winning lotto scratch card. He takes it out. Did you just take my scratch card? No.
What if Adam was like, damn, she's hot.
Wow, he starts masturbating in the corner. He's like, well, you're a pedophile, so this just took a much different turn.
Well, I want to tell you.
He's seen that a lot.
Again, this is the scene, I think, here in a few minutes, or a few seconds, he takes something out of the wallet. Yeah.
The weird thing is, if you're...
Doesn't he hide this?
If you're If you're Gordon, I think our subtitles are wrong. If you're Gordon, like, you would have gone through your wallet first, you know? Like,
Is my money still there?
yeah.
Like $5. Yeah, see, why does he hide this? I don't get it.
He's like, what do you mean?
Oh yeah, so casual, like, I don't know.
He's getting really bad at tossing shit. Like, he's getting worse. And I know fatigue is setting in, but, like, fourth quarter, this is why we do our endurance.
It's like so bummed about it. It's like, it's just a picture, dude.
We've all been here with the wife. He's like, look, just have the pot roast ready again when I get home. The same fucking dish we've had the last 3 months. Man, when you can't even get the cheek kiss, it's not, things are not going well, dude.
I mean, like, look, I wouldn't want to kiss from someone dressed like that.
Who?
Like, you can't, like, the wife.
Is Gordon overdressed or is she underdressed?
I mean,
to be fair, she was sleeping.
I hold my wife to a certain standard of wearing cocktail dresses every time I'm in the house.
Well, yeah, that just makes sense.
A couple inch heels, like, it's fantastic.
At this point, look, and I'm gonna make levity of this because it's about to scare the shit out of me. But like, how long has Zep been in this closet?
Yeah, like,
God damn.
But she knew the whole time.
When she walks in the room and sees this guy in a fucking cloak.
Yeah. Oh, that's, yeah.
I shit
yeah.
my fucking pants when I saw this in theaters, honestly. The stethoscope is like such a fucked up material.
And you know what? You know what's the most fucked up thing? I bet you it's freezing.
Yeah, I mean, your nipples are going to get hard
like,
as a
every
rock.
time you go to a doctor's office, he puts it on, like, God damn it, could you just, like...
It's like, oh, is that cold? Like, yeah, you know you had it in the freezer. Shut the fuck up. Don't act like this is some revelation. And then she's like, I have 11 teddies, and you take the worst fucking one and bring it in this room? That's torture on torture.
Yeah, no, that's just rude.
At a certain point...
That's just celebrating the fact.
You know, look, I've never been kidnapped, thank God.
Wait, what?
But I always think this when I see a movie is I'm like, how tied up could they be? I feel like I could always get out of it. You know?
I mean, you're pretty badass, though.
I'm pretty awesome, yeah. In retrospect, though, you know the one thing that I think is like the best, and again, this is a weird place to take the conversation, but we're here now, so let's go down this road. Duct taping people seems more effective. Like, if you tie me up, I can at least wiggle out of it. I'm not a Boy Scout, but I can fuck with a knot, you know?
Yeah, I don't have as much faith in myself. Gotta be honest. Every time I see like a zombie movie, I'm like, oh, I'd be dead in the first 5 minutes.
Totally different. You know, zombies don't tie you up. If they do tie you up, that's a scary fucking zombie.
There he is. See, at this point, the first time I watched it, I'm like, is this too big of a reveal? Like, we already know who it is. It's that one nurse guy.
You know, here's the thing. So there's a shitty motel room that Singh has, or Tap has, excuse me. But like even the shittiest hotel room, if someone spray paints on your walls, just paint over that. That's an easy fix.
And it saves you money in the long run.
It really does.
It saves you some reviews on Yelp. I mean, that's just gonna.
I mean, I'll be honest. If I have a room that has spray paint in it, that's a 1 star. It has to be because at this point I have standards as well.
Unless they're like delivering Zimas every hour, it's like.
I mean, and that doesn't seem symbiotic with having spray paint in your room. Those seem to be opposing ideals.
I never understood the whole like how many people actually do obsession with, and they put newspaper articles everywhere. You know, what's our generation's thing? Like, we're obviously, like, the internet generation. What do we do? Do we have computer screens everywhere on the wall?
Yeah, just about, like, 17 different fucking iPads that people have. It's like, well, this one is on Candy Crush. I will admit that is probably not necessary.
This is awkward for all of us.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not sorry, but like I needed it. So, fuck you. It's one of my favorite scenes in This Is the End is when he is. Great transition here to the scene. If
Nice
you're just
drop off.
If you're just in real life and a cop is ever like super nice to you, he's not being nice to you.
No, guys, I'm going to give you some legal advice here. Never trust the cop.
For free.
Free. That was free, guys.
You're welcome.
You have rights.
Although, I don't know, something about Danny Glover's eyes, I would trust him. So try and go back to 0. We'll see.
I mean, Danny Glover, man, like, he's been through a lot in his life.
I mean, he managed the Angel. I don't. Would you say, what is this? It's a regression in your career.
Yeah, but, you know, he's probably collecting. You know, he probably has a good.
He's probably got MLB severance, and
Yeah,
also,
he got
you know,
severance.
you could argue
He has a pension,
you're doing more good in this
Yeah.
role. I
and
think.
you know, it's really good PR for the police
It's
department.
great PR. Yeah.
Like, look who we just hired. You loved him as our coach. Now
You'll love him. Ooh, Krispy Kreme little plug right there.
Wanna eat it? That does sound good. You wanna go get that?
I'll fuck with some Krispy Kreme.
You know, I love product placement. Always makes me want to eat the food.
Even for 2004, these computers are a decade old. Like, what do we do? We had flat screens. Look at that fucking computer in the background. That's Oregon Trail style. No one is looking at porn in
you
this
know how many
office on that.
policemen are dying of dysentery right now?
It's disgusting.
It's messed
Well,
up,
that's
man.
my fault. You know, when I first started playing the game, I didn't know what meager rations meant. I was like, all right, good, they'll eat less food. It turns out that it actually makes you die easier.
I was like, thank you. I actually makes my life easier.
Detective Singh is also in Lost. There's a couple of Lost connections here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's in Rush Hour, I believe.
The puppet
first
was
time.
also in Lost.
The puppet was, yes.
Got his breakout role.
He
It was
played
fantastic.
the airplane. Great makeup work on that.
Fantastic. Yeah, Danny Glover, get a girlfriend.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, Sing laughing at that, and this is just in a general Broforce Squad disclaimer, is there anything more annoying than guy who tells a joke, no one else laughs, and then guy laughs at his own joke?
And then has to explain the joke.
Like, dude, nothing else in life...
Wait, did you get it?
Nothing else in life is that acceptable. Like, okay, so let's imagine I have a dinner party.
Okay, that's just funny.
That's not the
Oh
punchline.
my god, that was a good joke.
No, that's
man.
not the joke.
Wow, that was good. I hope you listeners enjoyed that as much as I did.
No, but so now I know that you're lying because that's not the... Anyway, if you make a casserole and everyone shows up and no one eats it and you eat the whole casserole, that's pretty fucking pathetic, right?
And then you brag about how the whole casserole
Right,
was
then you
eaten.
brag about how much
Man, everyone loved
people-
my casserole.
Man, that thing went like hotcakes. Like, Don, you were the only one who ate it. And he's like, and also I think your arteries might be clogged because that was you're supposed to feed 12. And you ate the rest of the meal, too.
Oh shit, they figured, oh man. See, that is good police work. Respect to them. He didn't go get a beer, he kept working.
Do you think that's you know, it's just a bad line for cops that the Krispy Kremes are there, though. Because they're working
Look,
hard.
Is that a bad stereotype? Like, who doesn't like donuts?
Is this in New York? Where is this?
I don't think we ever
Baltimore?
actually know.
Sawville? That's like
Sawville, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it has to be L.A. because, you know, he was just the head coach of the Angels.
That's true. Maybe he just needed such a change of scenery. He was like, let's just fucking up and leave Dodge. Let's forget my child support payments. The government will. We all know about that. You know, they make it seem way easier to get into an old storage facility. Trust me, in real life, when the ex-wife took the kids and, of course, moved to upstate, won't give you the exact location because I don't fucking know it. God damn it. It's a lot harder to open these doors, even if you have a sawed-off shotgun like Detective Singh has right now, which I had, totally unrelated to her.
What cop has a sawed-off shotgun?
That's true. Yeah, the department would be like, "Why are you sawing the head off?" He's like, "Oh, I thought that was just like standard."
Is that not
issue.
a cool?
No, it is cool.
I mean,
It's just not legal. Totally different things.
at least Jigsaw has the same technology as the police department. That's nice. Like, I never, if I was a cop and I like thought I was figuring out something, I would call every backup.
I was gonna say, this dude's, how many people has he supposedly killed? We don't need backup.
Yeah, I get it that you're like wanting to crack the case and you don't want a warrant, but like this is like a huge serial killer.
I don't know. They're back to back right now, cycling. I don't feel like anything could go wrong.
That's true. I'm being negative. I apologize, listeners. Nothing could go wrong in a scenario like
That
this.
mannequin
A nice
is-
little warehouse. He's obviously a seamstress with these mannequins.
By the way, outside of the Saw universe and Gotham City, I've never seen so many fucking abandoned warehouses in my life.
It's the economy, man. Obama's America, am I right?
The rent that you're trying to pay. Does he need the doll to be dead in the middle of the floor? Like, obviously you're there and you're dead.
Seems excessive.
And I'm like, super dead.
Jigsaw is very specific.
He
He's
likes
very detail oriented.
he likes to visualize. But the funny thing is that doll's not laying the way he's laying, so he's not.
I think now he's like, wait, do you think we're in the right place though yet?
Yeah, I love how he has the doll ties loose, and he's like 3, vodka cranberries at his sister's wedding, and that's when the tie comes a little undone. That freaked me out in theaters.
Oh
that
yeah,
scene.
the person. I almost thought for a second that this guy was bad, but
His name is Jeff, so as Jeff Hornacek, of course, I was like, well, fuck, I'm
he was
next.
actually based off you, I think.
He was. Well,
Mhm.
there's too many similarities for it to not
Yeah,
be.
first of all, the name Jeff is very uncommon.
Also, why do people, like, you've been messing with all his shit. Why do you think you're going to walk in, he's not going to know you're there?
Like, this door is open. Yeah, like, oh, let's cover everything.
Did we ever find out what this guy did that he got so pissed about him?
No, I don't think we do.
He was probably like the manager at a Chili's, and they said they didn't have a table for 2, and he's like, "You just sat 2 people ahead of me."
You know what?
It's like, I don't know. You
I'll
asked,
see you in a bit.
he's like, "Oh, did you
What?
not ask for outdoor seating? You don't have that here. Why would I have done?" Okay, well, look, it's miscommunication. No, fuck you.
You know, I don't think I noticed it the first time, but they clearly make this guy seem like he's fragile.
Jigsaw or the Jeff guy?
No, Jigsaw. Like, you keep thinking it's Zepp or whatever, but,
Yeah.
like, they do show that he is a slow hunch over. There he is, Jeff.
God, Jigsaw is fucked up, man.
Oh, he's a test subject for...
Man, anytime the guy doesn't put his hands up, you gotta be... I mean, yeah, he did, but delayed.
Perfect scenario here. He had that. He's like, you know what? Just in case police show up, I'm going to have this knob right by my feet.
I love when cops call someone asshole. Like, you're a jerk face.
You're a meanie head.
Jigsaw's also a janitor, so he just inherently has this
Yeah.
keys.
How does he even remember having... I have like 3 keys on my keychain, and I have to try all 3 of them for my getting in my house.
One of them is to my diary. The other one is to my, safe.
Your diary is great. I've read
which
it.
has my
Wait.
diary in it. Wait, what?
Huh? No. Sorry, I coughed.
I was wondering who was making, like, the edits with red pen in there. I was like, this is weird.
I'm a lawyer. It's what I do.
See, they even hint here that, like, sick from the disease eating away at me inside. Like, that could be metaphorical. It'd be super fucking My Chemical Romance to say that, but it could be. But clearly it's because he has cancer.
It'd be so funny if Jigsaw was like, I really love Good Charlotte. My Chemical Romance. Like, what?
How does he live through this? It's kind of, like, unbelievable.
It was a light scratch.
Also, is Singh a stormtrooper? Because, dude, the guy was, like, not point blank, but he was pretty fucking close to you.
Yeah, they obviously didn't spend much on training.
No. Unless the training was to how to miss.
I mean, that's a good class. I've taken that class before, and I did not do well. All right, here we go. See, like, look at what is this warehouse? There's smoke everywhere. He's walking through. I just wouldn't do this. I don't know about you guys. I don't believe in myself as much as him. There he goes, crawling. Still alive, but you know something's bad going to happen here. You're in foreign territory. Yeah, and he doesn't shoot there. You think that's enough? Jigsaw's finally down. Movie over. And here is probably one of the more gruesome deaths. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems in a warehouse like this. Yep, here we go. Floss on the ground.
I hope that's like the minty floss.
Bye.
God. Every once in a while you see a death in a movie, even for movies where you're like, yeah, there's no chance you survived that. And that's one of them, which is tough to say in movies because think about some of the shit people have come back to life from.
Yeah. He's like, I'm okay.
If you know it's a bad Tuesday when I would have said, yeah, you're gonna get your throat slashed open with a knife, and you're gonna come out the better end of the two guys on your team.
And did you just notice that Jigsaw's cloak there didn't even have holes from the shotgun that knocked him over? So continuity error there. God. Obviously wearing a bulletproof vest.
This is like the iconic shot from this movie right here. Him like reaching out.
I mean, when you die like that, you don't even know, right? Like, I mean,
you can't. One thing too, and obviously, like, there's a lot of development that happened to the character the next 6 years, but this movie portrays Jigsaw as much. I don't want to say less calculated. Like everything we just saw seemed really impulsive. Like you corner me, I'm gonna slash your throat open like I'm fucking Wolverine. And then I'm just gonna.
But he's not a murderer, though.
Right? Like, how did he not murder Detective Singh?
Yeah.
Like, tell me that. No, he stepped on the floss. Yeah, dude, you set it up and lured him into it. Like, even for you, that's fucking murder.
I mean, how do you then kill someone? Well, I didn't kill them. The gun killed them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, what are we really talking about? So, this is probably a stupid question, but had Gordon just kind of narrated that to Adam,
I'm assuming.
basically?
Either that
to give him background on Tap?
Or it might have been just for us. I'm not sure.
He's got a good point here, dude. Like, look, I don't think you're a genius, but, like, if you're thinking something, just, holla at your boy.
Here's a turn off your lights because he has no idea he stole the Polaroid, but won't share it with Gordon.
Which is weird, because it's about his wife and kids. Oh, yeah, this was... Jesus is behind me?
Well, thank God we're saved.
Well, shit, problem solved. Look at us sitting here.
Yo, what's up? Jesus.
Also, like, you can clearly tell that those... I mean, now you can, but, like...
Is this not, like, a little fun at this point now? Like, if you're a child, you're like, ooh, it's almost like one of those escape rooms.
It is like Escape the Room.
You're like, oh, yeah, this is kind of... I'm having a good time.
And Gordon, dude, is like, look...
Would do again, 5 stars.
Yeah, would do again. They didn't let you drink inside, which was kind of a problem. Like, I brought a beer and they made me throw it away.
Oh
That was my... I just bought it. It was my only
You had to
issue.
chug it in the lobby.
Like, you're both... you're losing here, because now I'm coming in more intoxicated. What if this, like, Jigsaw's baseball card? He's like, which one do you think is the best player? Tell me who had the highest OPS without guessing. What?
What? Why am I looking at this? Oh, shit, I put the wrong box in there.
This is a rough draft of a book I wrote. Honestly, give me a critique.
That's all I wanted you guys in here for. Wait, what?
If you could focus more on plot, less on character criticism, because I'm just working through the protagonist. He seems really... I actually like how invested in the story he is to do this.
How about it's like one of those like ballerina things, like it starts dancing and making is a music box. You're like, wait, what? Oh, here we go. Oh, cell phone. Call 911. This will be great. Our kidnapper's so kind.
I will say, though, and this is like the most common, mistake or like trope with horror movies is like, there's an easier name for it, but like people acting in a way that you would never act in real life. And of course, like you'd be like, all right, I would try to call 911 right away. So thank God he does that.
Yeah, but what do you tell 911? Hey, I'm in a room.
That's a great point. How do you even start it?
I'm tied with a chain, gross bathroom. Especially back then, that was a big problem. Still to this day in 2017, cell phones and calling 911 is a big issue because they can't pinpoint your location as well, and it takes a while. This is 2004. Well, the computers make it seem like it's 1994. They're not going to find you.
That clue that Jigsaw left him, where we know that he means dip the cigarette in my blood and he'll die of poison.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have figured that out? Because I definitely would not have.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where my head is at this place. Like watching the movie, sure.
Yeah.
Being there,
he's like, you don't need
not.
a gun to kill Adam. Give him the cigarette. It's not dangerous unless it ends in blood.
Or is this like an anti-smoking movie? It won't kill him now, but eventually he'll get lung cancer.
He'll get melanoma.
Like what? Like this is a very long commitment.
And I gotta say, I love this movie. This is not at all an issue, but like this scene, in terms of the setting of the parking garage, is where you can tell that the budget showed up. Like,
or lack of.
Yeah, like they filmed this in 17 days, and this was all done. God, dude, the guy. I don't know about you, Cycly, but after I saw this, the dude being in his back seat, I was really fucking scared to drive alone in my car.
I still, to this day, and maybe it's because of this movie, or maybe it's not, like, I can't be in my garage. I will always look in my backseat. Funny thing is, what would I do if someone's back there? I don't know, but I still look.
You just know you're about to be murdered harder.
I want to know what's going to happen. Oh, like, doesn't he, like, crawl in there? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, he has an orange jumpsuit on. The best way to hide, put a pig mask on and have an orange jumpsuit on.
I mean, who doesn't have a pig mask?
Or be like Shaq.
See, my wife is vegetarian, so she has a kale mask. It's very nice.
That's just as scary.
Just,
yeah.
She's very equal.
Good for her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The pig mask, something about it will always freak me the fuck out. I love how his car is bruh 638. The most bro possible.
I wish it was bruh 69.
Now, right? I think we find out this is Hoffman later on, right?
I thought it was Amanda.
I thought she got Adam.
Oh my god! Now I'm
in his apartment.
Look at that physique. Yeah, no. The one with Adam is creepier to me.
I think
with the photos,
that's the scariest scene in the movie to me. I mean, the one when the dude jumps out of his daughter's closet is pretty fucking scary. Also, good for Zepp for coming out of the closet in the same scene.
Yeah, very proud of him.
Getting a lot,
especially
done.
In 2004.
That's what we. Oh my god, where you really had to, it was an uphill battle, all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him.
During the Bush era, like took a lot of bravery. Instinct.
Yeah, instinct, Adam. You strike me as the type of guy that would play middle linebacker or free safety because you can read the play. Not.
You're just full of shit, man.
He has a line here, I don't want to like jump at gum, and he goes, "Stop the lies, you're a liar." And I'm like, well, that's a little redundant, but it's not wrong. Feminist vegan punk, but Adam, that's your type.
That's what you're into.
Right here. He did.
Yeah. Like, he's being honest. Adam's full of shit.
Although, if I'm Adam, dude, I'm like, dude, look, am I a good person? No, I'm a piece of shit. But like, why am I here?
Why is he hiding it, though? Like, that's what I don't get. Like, what is his motivation?
He's not some saint. He's not trying to protect Gordon. Don't give me that bullshit. And what if Adam's like, and yes, also, I took your scratcher. I don't think you would have won the $5 if I didn't do it the way I did, because you would have gone left to right, and I went up, down. Again, Gordon, dude, he's getting paler. Like, we either need to change up the diet, let's get some more veggies in here, or I know you don't want to hear this, but maybe take a vacation with the wife and kid. And no, before you start, you can't fuck your Asian intern on the trip. We're going to have to go a weekend without cheating on your wife. And Cary Elwes, we've never really had to see his acting chops much. At least I haven't, because Robin Hood Men in Tights and The Princess Bride are much lighter roles, but this is the dude opening up the tool chest saying, like, look, I got a few methods in here if you guys want to see them. And Cycly, as my lawyer, this is obviously off the record, but yeah, I would probably poison and kill Adam at this point. I mean, plus Adam's wearing white after Labor Day, which is already good enough reason.
That's the biggest crime.
Already good enough reason to die.
I'm just being casual here. Like, I'm gonna stretch. Oh. Oops, did I just drop the cigarette a little bit?
That's the double hint because was it either on the tape or someone else said, like, when there's that much poison in your blood, the only thing left to do is kill yourself.
Yeah.
So they're, like, already assuming that.
That's how he shot himself in this scenario. Just because the lights are like, okay, first of all, why is Zep like confused? They just turned the lights off 5 minutes before.
I know. It's like maybe they're doing it again. I don't know. They're trapped in a fucking bathroom, dude. They're gonna do unpredictable.
He's like freaking out.
But still, the feed on this, like, dude, we need to get. If I'm Zep, I tell Jigsaw, like, hey man, if I do this again, we need HD. Like, I'm not gonna squint at this thing for 4 hours. This is a joke.
Where's the Blu-ray? Where's the what? This is 2004, so like plasma screen. Right?
He would say to Jigsaw, like, look, I know you had a budget for this, and I can see where you cut corners. Do better.
I remember, though, in all honesty, this scene was fantastic. Because I remember thinking the first time I saw this before I knew the twist, here in a few minutes, or here in a minute or two, when he fake dies. Obviously, it's terrible acting for fake dying.
Right.
But being like, I was like, either Zep is shocking him to see if he's really dead, or was punishing him. Like, how did he know, that kind of thing? So I honestly thought he was just testing if he was actually dead.
So is it Zep shocking him, or John?
Well, we find out later it's John. But at the moment we think it's
because
Zep.
John obviously can hear everything.
Yeah, he heard them. He heard them discuss. So, I mean, first of all, he's paralyzed, right? Because he took that drug.
Yeah, it was something that, like...
But you know how creepy that would be? To be, like, drug yourself to where you're paralyzed?
It'd be weird. And then how can he shock him if he's paralyzed?
Right. Or, like, whatever he is. Slow moving, slow breathing. That means he's still moving to some extent.
I'm going to ask what everyone's thinking. This shirt for Gordon, is this ruined? Or if you take it to the dry cleaner, can we save this thing?
Okay, which dry cleaner are you taking it to? You know? The place on 61st, don't take it there.
No, I've had bad experiences there.
Yeah. Now, like 31st or 21st, like that's where you get to.
Either one of those. All right, it's worth the extra cost, I think.
Like, please don't ask what I was up to this weekend. I just need you guys to take it on this. Like, I like how he's like acting like he.
Yeah, Gordon.
Why would you just start freaking out?
Hey, Gordon, real quick, why don't I shock the fuck out of you and see how you react? And how about Adam's like, all right, now I'm just going to take off this ankle brace. Oh, wait, I can't. That's physically impossible.
And again, how expensive was this? Like, so you have electric chains now.
That's what I'm telling you. He did not spend the money on
Spared no expense.
Do you think he catered in for Zep at least? Zep
gets
like
I hope so.
A sandwich tray or something.
6 foot sub.
A party sub is the least you could fucking do.
Oh, now you remember everything.
Is this just plot convenience, or is this just like... He's
the
been
shock,
awake long enough.
The electric shock. All right, this scene was the creepiest to me.
There is a deleted scene, and I don't know if it's. I don't think it's in this movie. I think it's in a later one. But it's him like coming into the lobby of his apartment, and he meets Amanda, or he's like leaving.
Oh, I've seen.
He's like
that.
leaving,
yeah,
and she's coming in.
Past each other, yeah.
Yeah, she's clearly coming.
That's in another movie, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's not. But she's coming in to like hide in his apartment, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, what a creepy fucking place to live, right?
Yeah, that's on you. You know, at this point, like, don't live there.
Whatever rent you're paying, it's too much for this place.
It's a nice picture, you know. Nice little, put that in a little picture frame, give him for Christmas.
The great thing about this, you can use it to incriminate him, and it can be his headshot if like he wants to be an actor, you know? What's this voyeurist shot? Is this supposed to be like?
I really don't remember this scene. Is that where she's watching him from?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Now she's been in his apartment even when he came back in, right?
Yeah.
She's been in here the whole time.
Why didn't she just drug him when he fell asleep like that?
Yeah, wouldn't that be super easy and way less fucking creepy? Honestly, though, if I'm Lee Winnell and James Wan, you're writing this movie, you direct it. When you conceptualize like how you're gonna scare the fuck out of people, this is like the first scene you think of. The only thing he can see is the flash of his camera.
Oh yeah, that yeah. And the flashlight doesn't even work.
Wow, this is really methodical of Amanda. Like, again, why not just drug him? I guess you want to scare the shit out of him.
Effect. But why? What does she get out of scaring him?
Hard as a rock. A lady would that you can never replicate.
She's like, I really want to wear this pig mask and not waste it. This is a creative idea to put light there, though.
So I know they explained the doll eventually with John and like his unborn child.
Making it for the child.
But did they ever explain the pig mask? It's just scary as
creepy.
fuck. And
I don't think there was an explanation, to be honest.
Maybe they're like Jewish and it's non-kosher. Now, why does he think there's someone in his apartment?
I was just about to ask that. What did he hear a noise?
Maybe. We're watching with subtitles if you're at home, so.
No, he just said, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
Like the person's like cooking in the kitchen, banging pots and pans.
Like,
you're not even trying.
Those are dirty.
Right
this
now?
Is horrific.
Are you gonna do the dishes? Or?
I would immediately run out, and I'm not trying to say this is like a plot hole.
I'm not brave enough. I would just run for the door.
Does he actually think there's someone in that corner?
And if you do, how is this good for you?
Oh my god! When I heard this shit, I would.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck I would do.
It's a good picture, though. They'll put it on Facebook later.
I mean, I wouldn't tag the doll in it, but it's like... If you picked up a bat and I'm Amanda, I'd be like, holy shit, why did we leave weapons around the apartment?
You know, that doll was expensive. Like,
yeah, and to put the voice thing in it? Come on, people put work into this. Just let them kidnap you.
He took, like, the Tickle Me Elmo voice into the doll. It's like, wait... Seems like way too happy.
God, that'd be fucking
That is creepy.
Is she in here? I can't remember where she jumps out from.
Yeah, I think this closet.
She is in here?
What does she do if he never goes in there?
That's a good question.
She's like, shit, it didn't... I wanted to...
I'm ready to get freaked the fuck out right now. Oh my god. That still scared the shit out of me.
Pig mask. Are you wearing that for Halloween? Christ. I am not opening the door.
I'm literally not. What is this is totally off topic from the movie, but like, what is the situation on Halloween where like you're justified to hit someone in a costume out of fear? Like, what could you tell the cops? Like, I didn't know.
I know it's Halloween. A murder.
Yeah, I know it's Halloween, but like, murderers don't take days off.
That's true. They are hard workers. You got to give them credit.
Yeah.
Good for them.
This is where he's like, I taught your mother and I said we weren't going to get you a cell phone. She's like, no,
how are you calling?
This is the kidnapper. Jesus Christ, Dad, can I talk to you?
I don't even want you on this phone.
This is a decision your mother and I should have made together. You're trapped in a bathroom. Like, I'm about to be murdered, and this is what you're worried about?
You're so selfish.
Without rules, all we have is anarchy.
How bad does he feel? The bad man from the room is here. He's like, oh, I should have listened to you.
Do you think when Gordon walked out, like the second he left the door, he heard this shit? He's like, honestly, I can't deal with it today.
Yeah, I'm too busy. That was nice. He gave her a kiss, though. That was nice.
Gordon's like, I could go back in and save my wife and kids, but am I going to get to bang this Asian intern? No.
Dude, I'd be all about that. Diana! Larry, I need you to pick up the dry cleaning. Again with this shit? Oh, my God.
Larry doesn't take orders well. His wife's name is Allison, right? He calls her Allie. Now's a good time for pet names.
Yeah. See, the kidnapper is helping him.
Again, I'm telling you, man. I know Adam.
Favorites.
Adam is not a good dude. I'm not sitting here saying
what makes he's
but
paid
why
to do this.
That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck is he here? And the worst part is
Hello?
No, literally, this is all Jigsaw's fault. He's a piece of shit. Jigsaw is the reason that Tap paid Adam. He slashed his throat.
At what point?
Jigsaw created Adam, basically. Let's be honest, man. There's a lot worse jobs than just taking pictures of dudes for money.
There's a lot of PIs in the world.
Doesn't even Zepp pay Adam to follow him to the motel?
I don't know if Adam ever does anything like bad himself.
And again, I'm not sitting here saying let's make him the godfather of my children, although I'm probably going to ask.
I mean, you should. You know,
he and I have a great relationship, and am I a little biased? Of course. But I feel like him and Gordon are not at all equivalent on why they're in this room.
But so Gordon cheated on his wife and didn't appreciate his family. Like, yeah, you're a bad guy.
I think it's more the John Kramer thing. He basically says inoperable tumor, no chance to live, and he's like, "Well, dude, I would like you to like try and save my life."
But maybe it is an inoperable tumor, and nothing you can do.
But at least you can understand the irrational about to die dude, like why he'd put him in the room. Adam was basically set up by Jigsaw to take pictures.
Did we ever see a scene of John Kramer getting a second opinion?
That's a great point.
You know, if you're told you're dying, I go get as many opinions as I can.
Well, that's it. One doctor said it's over, so
I'm going to kill him.
When's the last time a doctor made a mistake, you know?
Yeah, I think every doctor would tell you to go get a second opinion.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, I'm going to tell you you're dying, but please don't get this checked out. Please just go ahead and assume that what I just told you was accurate.
Good photo. It's artsy. I don't know if I love the black and white aesthetic, but I think you can talk me into it. You know, if you were to like, don't tag him right away on Instagram, but let's see how many likes it gets, and then
I almost feel bad. Like if someone ever did follow me, I'm like, dude, how boring is that? Like, I literally am watching Netflix about 90% of the day. Good for whoever's paying you, I guess. And again, it goes back to my original point. Why is Adam been hiding this?
Yeah,
what is his motivation?
He's just
what are you scared he's going to be mad at you?
I think Adam comes from one of those families where they don't talk about stuff, you know? Mm-hmm. So he just doesn't know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you've been taking pictures of me cheating on my wife?
What if he's like, I also found in there a pack of Starbursts, and I didn't split them with you, so yeah.
I ate all the pink ones. I saved you yellow.
Stop the lies! I saved you the yellow. You might as well have killed me. What?
You bastard.
Look, and I know I made this mistake just a second ago, but this isn't a motel. This is a hotel, right? The motel is the exterior entrance.
Motel, the doors enter the street.
This is definitely a hotel.
I mean, like, look, she's hotter than the wife. Am I right? Like, the wife should have kept in shape.
Yeah. I mean, if you want it, you gotta work for it.
Guys, I mean, he can't handle it. It's not his fault.
We're not the Golden State Warriors where you just give up because you have enough talent.
Who do you think Kevin Durant would side with here?
Probably Jigsaw at this point.
Yeah, because he's winning.
Yeah, because he has the lead. Also, guys, can we just say, in general, doesn't it turn you off when you walk in and the girl just starts taking her shirt off right away? Like, let me work for it a little
God,
bit.
that happens to me so many times.
Right?
Every time I'm alone with a girl.
It's like,
takes off her clothes. Stop.
And the girl's always like, oh, but we're married and I love you. And you're like, oh my gosh.
God, let me work at
lame. And this would actually freak me the fuck out.
Hey, it was like, room service. Would you guys like?
I usually don't order the eggs Benny until the morning. It's a preemptive order.
Like, does anyone know it could literally just be room service saying there's a leak in the hotel.
Or just a wrong number. When she says it's for you, I would freak the fuck out.
Is Dr. Gordon there?
Shut up. Dr. Gordon, is the refrigerator running in your hotel room?
Totally got you.
Really? No, this is Maytag. We're just doing maintenance, so I just need to fucking confirm.
I would change my voice. Like, because Dr. Gordon isn't probably the most original name. There's probably a few Dr. Gordons. Give a British accent. Oh, hello. It's Dr. Gordon.
Hello. What?
The orthodontist.
I know you don't talk. If I knew you were in the room, I know you don't fucking talk.
You know, for a split second, the kidnapper or whatever would be like, shit.
The kidnapper turns to the other kidnapper. He's doing a weird voice.
Might be the wrong guy.
Like,
Are we sure it's him?
how many Dr. Gordons are there in this town?
Actually, like 7. So we should do a little more research.
Yeah, well, I'm so sorry to bother you. Have fun cheating on your wife if you are doing that.
If that's you.
But that's you, if not, sorry.
Well, cheerio. Good day, mate. Wait, you're in Australia now?
They bought it. So let's just really fuck him off, switch accents 5 times.
$200 a nice gig. Why is he a bad guy for this?
Adam, let's be honest, of all both their appearances, who looks worse right now?
Oh,
Who's wearing it worse?
Gordon looks terrible. Terrible. Adam,
Gordon looks like it's Thursday and he's had 3 Mondays.
Like,
already.
I get that he gets pale when he cuts his leg off, but why is he so pale right now?
That's what I was wondering earlier in the commentary. And guys, tweet at us at Broforce Squad if you know. Maybe Carrie Elwes just has poor circulation. I feel like they overdid it on the makeup.
That's where all the budget went.
Also, I'm wondering, like, I get it.
Oh, see, this is a nice little twist.
This was a great twist at the time.
This isn't even the big twist, but this is the good twist.
So this movie, and the great thing about this, you can really appreciate it when you know where the story ends up. But, like, they put a few different options out there to keep you guessing, and they all make sense. You know? Like, normally in movies, you're like, well, there's no way that guy would do it. Like, these people have motivations.
You almost think for a second that maybe Danny Glover's involved.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
But then he cuts it like he gets cut up, and you're like, what?
Well, I'll say this. There's a lot of weird people in this movie, like the way they act. The cops are just as shitty as anybody else. When they bring him in, everything they do is not... It's unorthodox.
Yeah, see, this is ridiculous. Like, Adam didn't really do anything but his job. Like, why is he so pissed off? You're part of it.
Do we know? Maybe Jigsaw just, like, doesn't like Adam's shirt because he's like, kill Adam. Like, what? Why, though?
Yeah, he's just wearing a Walmart
Just, like,
basic,
fucking
medium white
Maybe
crew
Adam,
cut tee.
Maybe Jigsaw was at, like, the horse races and Adam cut him in line or something at the concessions.
See, that's something my sister would be like, you know what? No, you should die. Like, I'm going to take this seriously. You wronged me.
Okay, this line real quick. I don't care if you covered yourself in peanut butter and had a 15-hooker gangbang. When I was in theaters, granted I was in, like, 10th grade, I laughed pretty hard at that line. Kind of took me out of the movie a little bit. Because this is where you're really starting.
This is like, it gets very serious here. And again, he's like anemic here. He's lost like his white blood. Like, what's happening with him?
It is really weird.
I get that he's
pale from the beginning.
I get that he's desperate. His wife and kids are being held. But why is he looking so
Granted, his
sick?
wife has lost her figure, so it's like,
I mean,
really,
that's tough enough.
what are we salvaging at this point?
The daughter's starting to develop. It's just like tough times for everyone.
Yeah, she's gonna hate him, and you know when they get divorced, that's only gonna lead into her being a slut in high school.
Sweetheart, are you okay? Yeah, Mom, I'm great. Thanks for fucking.
I love how she can just get her mouth thing off so easily. Like, okay, maybe apply some of that effort to your hands, and we wouldn't be in this situation.
I mean, you haven't done a good job, Mom. You're letting him get hurt now.
This is where, like, what is this? Like, Zepp, the budget he has, we need to spend this on duct tape, man. That's bang for your buck. Plus, you buy one roll. How many other kidnappings do we have to do? We're just saving money there. And this is where Adam's like, you know what? Is this the best photo I've ever taken? No, it's not. And, you know, it's almost like, you know, asking, you know, Alex Rodriguez, hey, that year that you hit like 260 instead of 310, let's talk about that. And he's like, I don't want to, but it's helpful in this context. It's going to get us from point A to point B. This is a dick pic, I think, right now that Gordon's looking at. He's like, why'd you show me this? I don't know. What do you think?
Have you ever seen Dick Butt? He's an orderly at my hospital. I should have been nicer to her.
Zepp,
you know what? Let's all be nice to each other, and nothing like this will ever happen.
What they don't show you is Zepp is trying. So he's in a fantasy football league. And he's trying to see if his waiver claim went through, and
so he kidnapped him. So they can't claim it.
Right, it's not looking good. Yeah, he's like, I need a kicker this week, and I can't afford to get the lowest ranking guy.
This is it, guys. This gets really serious here for the next few minutes.
One thing I love that this movie does a great job of setting up is like the only way that a twist works at the end is if things can unravel like in sequential. Okay, so like a lot of times the plot up till the twist, you already have. You're like, I don't really know what's going on. This is pretty compact. It's really digestible. Two guys in a room. They set up a couple characters.
Zaps kidnap the family.
Right, as red herrings. There's a lot of movies, like, I think of, there's a movie called Vantage Point. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's basically like an assassination happens. They tell it from 5 people's point of view. And at the end, when they try and give you the twist, I'm like, dude, I don't even know what the fuck happened up to this point. Yeah. Right now, where Zep comes in, you think it's pretty straightforward.
Right, and that's, I 100% agree with you.
Right, because if
you're not expecting a twist, and the twist happens, you're like, what the fuck? When we're sitting there, like, okay, something's gonna happen.
Yeah. Like, right now, I don't think there's anything I don't know except, like, how it's gonna end. Where Saw's like, that's where you're wrong.
And you know what I hate? You know, I get it, it's not a spoiler. But when someone goes, look, I'm not gonna tell you anything about the movie, but there's a huge twist in it.
Yeah.
Like, no, look, you just spoiled it, because now I'm sitting there wondering what the twist is the whole time.
And the way I am...
That is a spoiler.
Yeah, the way I am, I'll think of every possible scenario, and I'll ruin it for myself.
Exactly. You're not actually enjoying the movie.
What is preventing you from shooting Zep right now, to be honest? Like, what redeeming quality does he have?
Jesus.
Okay, well, problem solved.
Like, yeah, if
just shoot him, and then you can talk on the phone.
I would shoot anyone who kidnapped me like this.
It'd be over at this point.
And at least back up. I'll be like, look, I need like 20 feet between the two of us.
Larry, oh wow.
Remember that one time I got stuck with that hooker?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's, okay, I'm there.
Yes, go on.
I swore I wouldn't be here.
Spring Break 2001, go on.
Rookie move.
If you can make a compelling case why you shouldn't have blown his fucking brains out. You know who, we gotta say this, you know who just has like a bad draw of it in this movie is Danny Glover. Like, not a lot of positive things happen for his character.
No.
The most positive thing was that box of Krispy Kreme donuts. Now, granted, that's a big plus.
It went downhill from there. Now, I got a question. Was those Krispy Kremes warm, like straight out of the store? Or were they like 2-day-old?
I hate to pile on, but I think they were 2 days old.
You know they were 2 days old.
I think they were 2 days old. Because it looked like he was there on a Friday, and you and I both know that donuts are Wednesday morning.
Oh, my God. Get him, Danny.
See, now how does this go, Ari? Zep's been stabbed in the thigh, could bleed out. Now you have Tap coming in with his gun.
And Zap he's an orderly. He doesn't know how to shoot.
No. And Tap thinks he's like fucking Bugs Bunny. He's hiding behind a stick. Like, this isn't Looney Tunes. Wabbits. He just says, what the fuck? She's like, if you don't know what's going on, I don't know what's going on.
There you go, Zap. Zap. You just put down. For a guy who just almost died, cut his throat, he can still fight. Well, again, Zep isn't orderly. Like, there's nothing strong about him. Or intimidating about him, again. And he's calling out for Mrs. Gordon. Like, oh, she's like, oh, I'm right here, Zep. Thanks for calling me. Diana! I'm sorry for running away from your kidnapping. There's really not a good moment for Danny Glover in this movie. Here's where some acting struggles really start to show. And the budget really starts to show here in a few minutes.
Yeah, it does. If we've learned anything from Dr. Gordon in this, though, he's a guy...
This scene.
The car chase scene, and I use that operative term very, very loosely.
This is a budget that you and I can film right now, a car chase scene like that.
Yeah, they're literally just like sitting in a garage, this fog machine on, camera moving in and out.
And just rubbing the engine.
Lawrence Gordon, though, okay, so he's going to wake up here. He's the type of guy, if you have him in a fantasy football league and he's day to day, I got news for you. He's going to fucking dress and he's going to fucking play.
Yeah.
Because to keep him off the field on a Sunday, look at this guy. It's impossible.
Oh, now you believe him.
It's like maybe he wasn't full of shit.
No, but you were lying. I'm telling the truth.
It's like, I don't think yours has this type of capability. Why would he give you the more expensive one? He'd be like, well, I'm a doctor, obviously, so.
Yeah, guys, like, the budget, like, they could not afford another dollar.
So here's the other thing, and obviously we're going to spoil the second one, but, like, if you've seen Saw 2, the bathroom they claim is beneath the house.
Mm-hmm.
This does not look like that.
It's a big house. Use your shirt, dude.
Do we know, like, roughly how many years after this the second one is? It seems it must be like 4 or 5 years. It feels like, right?
In real life?
In the movie timeline.
I thought it's immediate. Is it not?
Well, they come in and Adam's body's rotted. They've built like a nice home over it. I don't know. It just felt
a few months.
When I saw the house built, it felt like it was like.
But the house does look like that underneath.
Right, but like they just drove up and it was like a warehouse.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, maybe it's just continuity, or they didn't know they were gonna make that. Is it in the second one or a subsequent one where they find Danny Glover's body down there?
I think. Shit. The second one, they get back down there.
I think it is in the second one they find Danny Glover's body.
Use your shirt, bro.
No, that won't work. We've all been here. It's when you're.
He has a lot of body issues.
This is when your seamless delivery guy is like, "Am I at the right place? Because I have your Chinese food, but if you don't answer, I'm not fucking delivering."
Like, I need it.
You're like, "I'll cut off my own."
I need my Kung Pao.
I would chop off my leg for Kung Pao.
Oh my god, that sounds
we
so
ordered
good
egg
right
rolls.
So good right now. I'm not even joking. We didn't even eat dinner, guys.
Fuck,
if you're
didn't.
listening,
we messed
oh
up.
my
Yeah,
god,
we messed up. Oh, Adam, have you had enough now?
Yeah. Oh, now you're gonna use your shirt.
God, this.
Oh no, you're not gonna use your shirt to get a cell phone. You're gonna use a shirt to, of course, cut your ankle, cut your leg off.
In theaters, when you see this, it's a little gripping. You're like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
dude." And I'm actually gonna look away when he does this, and I hope you do the same at home because it's not.
Yeah.
I don't need to see this.
And you know what? This one, especially again, budget-wise, they have a lot bigger budget. This is the biggest score in the movie. Now the rest of the movies, it's throughout.
Yeah. Yeah, this one isn't overly reliant on it. It didn't really have its reputation yet as being.
Yeah, this was just a low-budget, great story, cult movie. And yeah, it did develop into a too mainstream, too blockbuster-ass torture porn. I get that, but like Hornacek said earlier, it still had an overarch story that carried the whole franchise.
Even the really bad, like I think, man,
5 and 6.
5 and 6 are bad. 5 and 6 are pretty.
We'll still watch them. We'll do a review on them.
100%. They're pretty bad movies, but the thing that gets you through it is like, that's when they got really reliant on like the gimmicky traps and shit.
How his foot's off.
This is almost sexual between Zepp and Tap.
Wanna tap it?
Wanna zap it?
Well, again, he could have just used his damn shirt.
Man, this is like a lot of death happening at once. Again, if you're Tap, this is a fucking Monday, dude. It's just been a rough...
Yeah, Danny Glover's character is... He hasn't had one good day on the job.
No.
Since he left the Angels organization.
He should have just stayed in baseball. I mean, even if you're last in the division, it's better than this.
This is... I'll say Adam is acting better than Gordon.
Yeah. It's past 6, though, so, like, wouldn't even matter.
Now, I get why he's pale now.
Wait, you want to live? Oh, shit, my bad. That doesn't kill him, though, right? Amanda comes in eventually and strangles him.
Isn't it fake? Wasn't that fake?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, I'm trying to remember.
Did he have a fake bullet?
I mean, only one chamber was.
It looked like something came out though.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember.
Who knows? But yeah, now the paleness makes total
Yeah,
sense.
like, okay, he's lost a shit ton of blood. Nice of the Indian family to come by. Probably talking about, like, let's stop by, let's give him a hug.
He did say everything is okay. I know you're trying to comfort her, but that's just not true.
Like, yeah.
Patently false.
Oh.
And it is just an iconic moment in this series multiple times when this door gets opened.
Yeah, bastard!
This part was kind of funny, even though it wasn't supposed to be. Him clicking the unloaded gun at him like 2-3 times.
Okay, you're right. He did shoot him, so. But then they something. Yeah, Adam does something here.
Yeah, he's still alive.
It's a blank, right?
I don't know.
Adam does something.
Maybe he was just didn't die. I mean, he's bleeding. I don't know what that's from. I didn't see it on the injury report pre-game. So does Zepp know that guy is Kramer in the middle of the room?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's not in on it.
I don't think he has any idea.
Adam fucks Zepp up.
It'd be really funny if they accidentally shot Kramer in the middle of the room. He's like, "God damn it, my plan!"
I mean, yeah, if you think about it, there's a lot of ways this could have gone wrong for him. Wow, that's a good left.
Oh,
he's fine.
Yo.
He's okay.
Yeah,
well, now
he's on a.
He's probably dead now. Yeah.
What, 15-day DL?
Let's go 60-day.
60-day?
Just to play it safe. You don't want to rush a guy back. Again, Adam just got shot through the heart, so like let's give him the Iron Man award. Cal Ripken himself probably couldn't have played through that.
Like, I kind of want them to make out right now.
If there's ever a moment to.
The acting here, I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe when you're that desperate, that's what you look like. I don't know. It's just like Adam is more believable right now.
If you're Adam, and I know it's impossible to place yourself in this situation, hopefully you haven't been there before. When he says "Don't leave me," we should be like, "Look, dude, I know you got one leg, but I'd take my chances. You can get out of here."
Yeah. What's your other option?
How does it help you if he stays? Unless you really are in love with him and just want to make out. He broke the fuck out of this promise.
Yeah.
Because, as you find out later, he definitely got
Adam really... You know what's funny? Like, I've watched this movie a few times. I never really sat and thought about how bad Adam gets it for what.
Yeah, dude. And then Amanda comes back in and strangles him. Like, he shouldn't even been here in the first place. I'll say this is a top 2 twist in movie history.
What's your number one? What's another one?
Maybe... Well, The Departed isn't a twist.
In terms of, I didn't even expect it.
The Prestige is really good. I'm trying to think of a huge, like, what the fuck moment in cinema history. Maybe this is...
There's a few. Twist. There's the, what's the Leonardo... not Leonardo. Edward Norton.
Fight Club?
Well, no, that's a good twist.
Fight Club
that's
is probably up there as well.
There's a Richard Gere, Edward Norton movie.
Oh, yeah.
That's a big twist. Edward Norton plays a Catholic...
Time to Kill. I've seen
he plays a Catholic school...
yeah.
Catholic... yeah, here we go. Sorry.
Let's look it up. But this is fucking incredible.
Primal Fear. It's
Primal Fear, yeah.
Fantastic film if you guys haven't seen that. Edward Norton plays a Catholic... What year Catholic? What's it called?
He's like a Catholic student at some sort.
Yeah, and murders the priest is murdered and he's put on trial. Fantastic film.
Right here, because here you don't know that this movie is going to have a twist.
Still have no idea.
God, when he rises up in the background, I literally remember my theater going, "What the fuck?"
It's funny is I'm pretty sure I watched this knowing. I don't think I got to watch it in theater. You convinced me to watch this the first time I ever saw it, and you told me there was a twist, and I still didn't even see this coming.
Dude, you totally forget about the dead guy in the room because they don't show him anymore. They don't focus on him. Oh my god, this was incredible.
And the music, iconic.
It is. People throw that term around a lot. This is iconic music.
It's phenomenal. It's up there with, in my opinion, some of the best scores. It's more like Requiem of a Dream-esque music, where you hear it and you know exactly what it's from, and you know the exact moment you heard it.
It elicits an emotion right off the bat. Like you hear this and you know like a crazy twist is about to happen. And here's the thing I've always wondered too: the key in his bathtub. So what if it didn't go down the drain? What if he grabbed it? How would the whole night have played out?
Yeah.
He lets himself off and he's just walking
I've never
around.
really gotten that one.
That chick cop ends up being a big part in subsequent movies.
She's definitely through 4, I believe.
She suffers a pretty gruesome death.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
so
that's
he
right.
has it.
He was shocking them the whole time. Too long of a montage there, but
Again, Adam, man, he gets it bad.
he has a rough. It's a Monday for him, 100%.
Him and Danny Glover.
Game over. Just like an iconic scene, man, in
But
terms of horror.
In all honesty, the only way for him to have won is to have woken up in the bathtub and gotten the key. There was no other way.
Even then, like, how does he get out? He can't open the door. And that's it,
Wow.
guys. That is the original Saw, directed by James Wan, written by Lee Winnell, who played Adam. So, wow. So it's Halloween, so this is basically a tradition for Cycly and I is to watch a Saw movie around Halloween, whether it be in theaters or on DVD. And since Jigsaw's coming out this year, had to do it. So we'll close, as we always do, with an anthology movie, where basically the Broforce Squad says, hey, now granted Saw had 97 fucking sequels, everything was done under the sun, but what can we do to further the franchise? Be it a prequel, a sequel, or sometimes, as Banner has said, a sequel to the prequel, which I've tried to tell him would be the fucking movie you just watched. But I digest. Cycly, what do you have for any type of another movie in the Saw franchise that you could make?
I think I would like to see Jigsaw really kind of get involved in the community.
Right.
Like, he obviously cares a lot about how he's like, I want people to appreciate to live. I want to see him like volunteer with the mayor's office and really work with the kids. He has that doll and like kind of show them to appreciate life early on and what will happen to them if they don't. Really just kind of force them to appreciate life. Like, hey, if you don't, you're going to be involved in this scenario. And, I think he should care about society. I think he proves that he cares about his city. And the kids need attention.
I would like for him to do it not court-ordered, just because it would look better, but I think that I don't see a scenario where it isn't court-ordered, to be honest. Because, look, as a lawyer, Ronnie, you can both agree, everything we just saw and that we see in the next 6 movies, what's he getting off with? Like 20 hours community service?
Yeah, if that. I mean, a couple, picking up trash on the highway.
Oh, God, and that is a scary life to live. Mine is not too far-fetched, I don't think, at all. I think Jigsaw's next victim would probably be none other than Roger Goodell. So basically what he's going to do is he's going to put Roger...
So you're saying he'd be a champion of the people.
A champion of the people, right. Yeah. So Jigsaw, who lost a lot in his fantasy league this past year because Ezekiel Elliott was suspended for 6 games, obviously gets it reduced to 3 or 4 games as we're recording this.
It's amazing how he's run for 5,000 yards at this point.
It's incredible. It really is. So Jigsaw loses his fantasy league, so he puts Roger Goodell in a room with the head of the Players Union, whoever it is. I'm too drunk to even fucking remember it. And let's pretend Goodell is basically Adam, and the other guy is Dr. Gordon. And I'm assuming that the head of the Players Union is also cheating on his wife with an attractive Asian
NFL players, first of all, would never cheat on their wife in real life.
And that's why it's almost like so far-fetched that I can't even, like, describe it to you and have it sound reasonable. But try and bear with me. I don't want to say it's a shot-for-shot remake, but I think you guys at home can envision where everything is going. So I'll leave you with that. We can cast the rest of the ancillary characters later. I'd like Danny Glover to still come back, if we can.
I think he's still survived. I think he's in.
As Brian Banner would say, maybe he just got teleported to another dimension. We didn't actually see the funeral.
Yeah.
So, guys, with that, it's time for us to go play a game. We have been the Bro4 Squad podcast. Be sure to check us out at our website, bro4squad.com. Give us a like on Facebook, Bro4 Squad Podcast. Subscribe to us on YouTube and iTunes, Bro4 Squad, 3 words. And give us a follow on Twitter to tell us how fucking stupid we are at Bro4 Squad. For our legal counsel, Ronnie Cycli, I am the playmaker, Jeff Hornacek. Happy Halloween, and we will catch you next time. Bye.